Nate, let me know when you're recording. Just type it in the text.
Okay.
All right, keep this in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I unblocked you does not mean that we are still friends. I
I know.
want to go through each and every excuse me. I want to go through each and every single nook and cranny that you've done over the past several years.
Yes.
And I just remember that time when I spammed, well, not really spammed, but I referenced the Salty John Aguilera video, and you spammed in my DMs that you wanted me to kill myself. And then when I criticized you on your editing skills, you didn't take the criticism and you threatened to cut ties with me. Well, guess what? The roles
Uh-huh.
have been reversed. Instead
Yeah.
of you cutting ties with me, it is I that has cut ties with you.
Uh-huh.
And you will not speak until I say you can speak. Because
Okay.
I am extremely pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
Let's address the one thing that a lot of people have been talking about.
Okay.
The Salty John Aguilera video. Back in 2016, you got kicked out of a Skype group by Keegan Salisbury. And because, because you got kicked from that Skype group, you threatened to murder a 12-year-old boy and their family, and you threatened to anally rape said 12-year-old. I'm surprised no charges have been pressed against you because of that. And I don't know
Mm-hmm.
why the hell I can't even hear you. Actually, it doesn't matter because it doesn't matter because I clearly said that you weren't going to speak until I say you can speak. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
that's better. That's why I couldn't hear you because of my output settings. You know what? I'm muting you until I am done, and then I'll let you speak. Anyway, and then yeah, and it's like you had the brass balls to drag me and Louis, back when he was known as Wheelie Irikaz, into this whole drama. And for future reference, don't ever add me don't ever add me in a drama. Because I don't want to
Okay.
be a part of it. I already have
Mm-hmm.
enough drama going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, no, again, shut your mouth. I'm muting you. I'm muting you until I say you can speak, because I don't want to hear a word out of your stupid mouth. And it's like you're like, oh, Wheatley, Garrett did this, Garrett said that, Keegan said this, Keegan said that. You talk to them, and then you drag me into this. You drag me into drama. I didn't want to be a part of. And even when you were friends with Lucas Gloss, who sexually harassed minors, you know, that was the worst of it. Because I was defending you at that time. And then imagining, excuse me, I know you're going to be hearing a little bit of coughing during this confrontation. I don't care. But, you know, back when I was defending, hold that thought for a minute. Anyway, sorry about that. Anyway, back when you were still friends with Lucas Gloss, you dragged me into the whole thing, and I was defending you. And then what happened? I yelled at Garrett, and I yelled at Keegan, and they both called me back when you were known as Brony Molt.
Yeah.
They called me a Brony Molt White Knight, and they blocked me on Skype, and they even raided my Discord server because of you.
I know. It's wrong.
And I'm sick of it.
Me too.
I didn't want to be dragged into that drama. Because I know that me and Garrett had our problems in the past, but now we've been getting along just fine. And as for Keegan, he's already in deep shit right now.
Yeah. Right. Uh-huh.
And let's address another minor thing that isn't really as big of a deal, but it's something that me and Louie have addressed, and he takes partial blame for too.
Yeah.
You used a Rule 34 bot to look up Tyler Bowman, a 12-year-old boy from the show Super Noobs, aka the person in your profile picture.
Yeah.
And that's just straight up weird.
Yeah, it's wrong.
And again, Louis says he takes partial blame for that too, because at the time, he was teaching you how to use the bot.
Yeah.
So not only was it his fault, but it was also yours. And you should have known a bit better too, realizing how he's a 12-year-old boy, for crying out loud.
I know. It's a cartoon character.
Anyway, the final thing that you've done, and this was addressed rather recently,
2018.
and it was something you did 4 years ago.
Correct.
You grooming Allie, aka Dapnophobia, by calling her pet names and you calling her sweetie. And she did not like it. No matter how many times she asked you to stop, you kept on going.
Yeah, correct.
And she even said that if she tried reporting you to the police, which I'm going to get to that in a moment too.
Please don't. Okay.
She wouldn't have, she said that even though she has a witness, it wouldn't be enough evidence to back up her claim that she was groomed by you.
Yeah.
And here's what disgusts me even more.
Yeah, I'm disgusted myself.
You and, excuse me, again, I have a bit of a cough. I apologize if you hear that throughout the conversation. What pisses me off is the fact that both you and Camhead defended me from SOAR Comedian 2005. And it doesn't make sense now. Two groomers attacking the groomed.
Yeah.
Of course, I will give you credit because there's one thing that you haven't done that Camhead did. And that was forcing minors into doing dog impressions and taking selfies of themselves acting like dogs just to fulfill his dog fantasies and dog fetish.
I'm not a fan of that. Yeah.
And just like I said about Camhead, I'm going to say it about you too. You were like a brother to me.
Yeah.
And we've done so many things over the years. We've collaborated on many different things. I've been in your streams. We both have been in Rafi's streams, Rocco's. I've been in your gaming streams, whether I was in the chat, in a VC, playing the same game with you, whatever. I edited one of your Super Summer Randomness videos from 2019, but now I don't even want to look at that anymore. And now, wait, I even did 2 side-by-side musing score comparisons with you. We worked together to create our own fan bases, yours being the Bowman Army and mine being the Troll Nation.
Yeah.
And I can't look at that shit the same way anymore. Oh yeah, not to mention, back when you were known as Brony Molt 24, you were in my 30 Seconds of Bros and YTP collab, and you were in 2 of my Philip the Shorts videos.
Yeah.
Not to mention, I've duetted countless videos of yours on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And no matter how many times you tagged me to duet your shit, I did it because I cared. I didn't care about the views or followers. I just wanted to duet your shit because I was a good friend of yours.
Yeah.
And I feel so heartbroken knowing
Me
how
too.
I've been friends with yet another person who has outed themselves as a groomer and a pedophile.
I wouldn't be one.
This year alone, I've cut ties with 4 people, 2 people IRL, and 2
Yes.
people on social media. My
Correct.
one ex-friend named John,
Mm-hmm.
my one ex-friend Will,
Mm-hmm.
you, and Camhead.
Oh yeah.
4 people this year. Done. Cut ties with completely.
Yeah.
And it aggravates me.
Yeah.
And I saw your apology video.
Mm-hmm.
Until further notice, you keep my fan base out of your mouth.
Sure.
Because I don't want to hear you mention the Troll Nation ever again.
I won't.
And I told Rafi and Jack Howell, people whom you were close friends with, about the whole thing, about you being a groomer and a pedophile. I told them about how you threatened to murder and anally rape a 12-year-old boy and how you groomed a 15-year-old girl.
It's wrong.
And because of that, they've also cut ties with you.
Yeah.
Meaning that you won't be able to join their streams anymore.
And
I also told Rocco and Tristan. I told all the people whom you were friends with about everything that you've done.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people, including Allie, don't want to forgive you.
I know.
Let me just say this. Your apology videos were literally the equivalent of Shane Dawson's and James Charles. You're not sorry because you want to change your actions. You're sorry because you, John Aguilar, a 26-year-old man from Canada, got caught grooming a minor and threatening to murder a minor and their family.
Yeah. I'm not so. I know you're right.
And
You're
that
correct.
is what aggravates me the most.
Yeah.
You had all these different names over the years. Cyber Sumo Ninja, Johnny the Movie Guy VGCP, Claimed Uniform, Brony Molt 24, Brony Molt, and now, hey, it's Bowman. It just sickens me. I know I keep repeating myself, but again, it's the stress.
Yeah.
You say you hate pedophiles, but yet you turn out to be just like them.
I don't.
And
I wouldn't be.
Darren Pipster, who you know damn well,
I hate it.
says he doesn't like it when people bring up past shit. And I too believe in the past being in the past.
Yeah.
But to quote this character Sojiro from Persona 5, turns out your past follows you wherever you go. Yeah. And that's true to life. Yeah. Your past follows you everywhere you go. Good and bad things that you've done in the past. Could have been yesterday, could have been weeks ago, months ago, years ago, whatever. And with cancel culture being a thing, that just makes things a hell of a lot worse for you. Because cancel culture, they look back on things that people have done or said in the past. Whether it was years ago, months ago, whatever. And you saw what happened with EDP445, David Dobrik, Logan Paul, James Charles, Shane Dawson, and all these other people that have gotten canceled. And then small name YouTubers and small name people on social media, like you and Cam. Hell, even Nate got canceled. Well, sort of, because of shit he did in the past. And unlike you, he has, to quote a terminology that Amaranth likes to use in her unban appeal streams, Nate has been reformed.
Yeah, I don't want to reform.
What about you? No, you haven't. You've hit rock bottom.
Yeah, what about me?
And you've deleted a lot of your social media.
Or maybe deactivated them.
You removed all your videos. Actually, no, you didn't remove all your videos. you were a pussy ass bitch and you privated all of your videos on your YouTube channels, your main, your vlog, and your gaming channels. You deleted your Instagram. You deleted all the video. I'm not really sure if you deleted all the videos on your TikTok because I blocked your ass on there.
Yeah.
And you even deleted your Twitter. Your Twitch is still up.
Yeah.
God only knows what other platforms of yours are still intact. I blocked you on Snapchat, meaning that all of our streaks that we've done are for naught.
Correct.
Now, here's what's going to happen. All right? I'm not sure if you flew back to Canada or not.
Yeah, I did. I already did.
But if you did fly back to Canada, here's what's going to happen. You said in your bullshit apology video. Thank you, Nate. All right, here's the deal. Now that you're back in Canada, you said in your apology videos that you were going to go to a therapist and a distress center.
Yeah.
You have, from now all the way up to December 15th, to seek professional help from a therapist and or a distress. Your group that she can speak. All right, let me regather my thoughts.
You don't do it.
If you do not get professional help for yourself from now up to December 15th, 2022, I will report you to the Albany, Canada police, and I will show them the screenshots of when Ali said that she was groomed by you. I will show them the screenshot of when you threatened to anally rape Keegan Salisbury when he was 12 years old at the time. And I will show them not the Salty John Aguilar video, but the original video. Credit to Garrett, by the way, because he uploaded original video, no background music, nothing edited, nothing. The original message when you threatened to murder Keegan and his family because you got kicked out of a Skype chat. And now I will unmute you and give you the chance to speak. Do I make myself clear about everything?
Yes.
Again, you have from now up to you have until now, up until December 15th, to show me proof that you're getting help for yourself, or I will report you to the police. I am dead serious. No, I shouldn't say dead serious. You know what? I'm gonna reword your threat to Keegan back to you. Give me proof by December 15th, or I will report you to the police. Don't prove me wrong.
Yeah. Can I talk?
Now, if you want to speak, go ahead, pedophile. Speak.
Please, I never want to be one. Okay. After I came back to Canada, I had some therapy through BetterHelp. I talked to him about everything.
Prove it. Do you have any paperwork?
It's online therapy. I'll just DM you.
What did they say?
Yeah, they understood and they told me what to do is to stop threatening people and all. Take the time to think of what you have done.
Did you tell them about how you groomed? Did you tell them about how you groomed a 15-year-old girl back in 2018?
Yes, correct.
If you show me proof, I will post the proof on my community tab post, and maybe, just maybe, mind you, I'll give you another chance.
Yeah.
But it's going to take a long time before I do so.
Okay.
Because people like me,
Yep.
Ali, and Garrett
Mm-hmm.
do not want to forgive you at this time.
I know.
So that's your therapist.
Yeah,
Fine.
I understood what I've done. And yeah, I even talked to my father about everything.
I know you talked to your father about everything.
Yeah. Also, even
You
though
you are damn lucky. You are damn lucky that you sent me proof, because I was on the verge of reporting you to the police and
uh-huh.
having them deal with your ass.
Yeah, I don't want this to happen because
You brought this on yourself. If you would have just kept your damn mouth shut when Keegan kicked you out of that Skype group back in 2016, then you wouldn't have already been in deep shit.
yeah,
And now, because of you, because of your actions, people are mocking you the same way they mocked Camhead.
yeah, they mocked
And you
me.
know what? I don't care. I don't care what you say. You could file a community. You can file a community guidelines strike. You can do whatever the hell you want. But I'm telling you right here, right now, I am currently working on a YTP out of that video. And you know what? Let me just say the reason why. 2 words: coping mechanism.
Yeah,
Because just like how
I don't know what to think about now.
other apology video. And you want to know something else? You want to know something else? Just like with Camhead, there's an Encyclopedia Dramatica page about you. I
Yeah, I
hope you're
know.
happy with yourself.
Don't.
Oh, so
I
you
don't.
have read it. You have read the Encyclopedia Dramatica page about
I heard
yourself.
of it. Yeah,
About how you're a lolcow. That's
I have.
that's what Garrett calls you, and that's what Keegan has called you before. Well, Keegan's already in deep shit right now. But
Yeah,
it's like, now that Garrett and Keegan and Ali, they're all adults. More specifically, Garrett and Keegan are 18, and Ali being 19. They feel emotionally scarred by your past actions,
yeah,
and that's something that they can never run away from, no matter how hard they try. And like
yeah,
I said before, you can try running from your past mistakes all you want. They're just gonna bite you in the ass. It happens to me a lot too.
yeah. So I have to prove to you that I'm gonna be getting help.
The screenshot was one thing, and I'm saying this now. I have no plans on helping you formulate an apology video, because if I do that, then a lot of people, they might turn against me, and they might think that I'm siding with you. When again,
Uh-huh.
just like with Camhead, my IRL friend, my ex-friend John, and my IRL ex-friend Will,
Yeah, Will
I've
Barnes.
cut ties with them, and I've cut ties with you again. I didn't unblock you. Well, here's the thing. You didn't really know this, but I unblocked you a day early.
Uh-huh.
But again, you and I made a deal that
Yeah.
today, November 15th, 2022, I would unblock you to confront you. And so that way you would give me cold, clear proof that you are getting professional help, or I report. And here's the thing, like, if I didn't make out good reporting Sword to the police, I'm not sure I'd make out good reporting you to the police.
Oh.
Even if I tried, even if you failed to give me proof that you are getting help for yourself, and I did report you to the Albany, Canada police, or Calgary, whatever the hell, Canada.
Yeah.
Let's just say the police in your country. They probably would just say, "Oh, it's not enough evidence." When the evidence is all there, right as day, right as rain. All right, hold that thought for a minute. Anyway, so let me just say this.
Okay. Yeah.
You wait, Nate, are you still recording, by the way?
I guess yes.
Okay. So,
Hmm.
I want to read to you. Or first off, I want to read to you the screenshot between me and Allie, and then I want to read to you some of the comments that went on. Oh yeah, another thing I want to bring up. That documentary that was supposed to be worked on, over, done.
Yeah, I have
And
no
you and
interest in
you
doing it.
and you even made Michael Polot sad too, because he wanted to work on it so badly. But now I'm just
Oh yeah.
thinking, no, it's pointless.
Yeah.
And besides,
My
you
skills are
know,
bad.
and besides, this guy by the name of Reactor, who did 2 videos called the YT Pedo. He did a video out of Next underscore,
Yes.
Intruder Mark, and he even did his own version of a little documentary regarding Camhead. And let me just say this. His video was by far much better than anything we could work on.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. Like, he explained everything in detail.
Yeah, correct.
Anyway.
I've lost interest in working on it. And my skills are not that good enough yet. My editing skills are not good enough yet that I got criticized for.
Yeah, and then you threatened to cut ties with me all because I talked about how shitty your editing skills were. Oh yeah, and then you decided to turn things around when you allowed me to edit your one gaming video, your one Super Summer Randomness video. But again, done. Anyway, let me read to you the screenshot. All right, so she's I said hi to her. Hey, I have a question. You remember Hey It's Bowman, right? Oh gosh, what now? I've been hearing my friends say I've been hearing my friends say that he attempted to groom you when you were a minor at the time. Is this true? Yes. Proof? 100%. I have a witness too. Dude, this was years ago. I don't have screenshot evidence. Also, I would not lie about that shit. Okay, but do you recall what he did or said to you? Kept calling me sweetie, kept calling me pet names, even when I told him to stop multiple times, basically acting creepy towards me. And let's read some of the comments. Well, I guess that Camhead documentary he was making is canceled now. I blocked him on Discord because of this. Bowman should leave the internet. Does Dagnophobia have any other social media accounts? I would like to talk to her, and it's not Bowman style. I know better not to groom minors. She's 19 now. She was 15 when she was groomed. Looks like I blocked his ass on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, along with Xbox Live as well. And thank God I didn't friend him on Facebook. Bowman is a sinner. Let's read some more comments. The guy posted a whole bunch of things about you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I know it. I'm aware.
Oh, so you have been eavesdropping. Okay, let's see. Where's another post about you? Oh, here's one. I've never heard of this guy until now, but he sounds like a dope. Holy shit, and I thought he was already a bad person. He just had to be a groomer. Oh, wait, it should also be noted, Bowman joked about someone being pansexual in an offensive way. Oh yeah, that was something else Louis mentioned in one of his videos of exposing your ass. About how you joked around about somebody being pansexual. Not cool.
Yeah, my jokes are not real good enough.
Okay, let me just say this. When Fish Titan 64, when she did a Q&A video back in 2020, I didn't mean this in a rude way. I was just giving my opinion. I said in that video, she still looked and sounded like a guy. She took offense to that. I apologized to her. But then when I saw the actual Q&A, I learned a lot more of her transition from being a cis male to being a trans feminine female. And she explained how she went through HRT, which stands for hormone replacement therapy, and how she was on estradiol, and all these different things, and how she went back and forth from being identified as a trans feminine woman to being non-binary, and so on and so forth. Let's just say, throughout the past year or so, she was questioning her true gender and what pronouns she wanted to go by. But now it's officially locked in that she is a trans feminine woman. And no, she did not get bottom surgery. And Nate, please forgive me for saying this because I know you're still a minor and this is a bit graphic, but bottom surgery meaning that she didn't want her penis chopped off and turned into a vagina. She wants to keep the dick.
Oh.
That's again, I apologize for you hearing that, Nate. I know you're still a minor, but
yeah.
Anyway, bottom line, be careful who you joke around with and what types of jokes you make. Anyway, back to the comments.
Yeah, I will.
Careful. Bowman joked around about someone being pansexual in an offensive way, and once looked up Rule 34 Tyler Bowman when he was 20. Awesome. Yeah, we already discussed the whole thing about you looking at Tyler Bowman from Super Noobs and how Hayes
Curiosity.
Louis said that he is partially to blame too because he
Yeah.
was the one who taught you how to use the bot properly.
Yeah.
It's still weird, but
I know
that's
it's
just
weird
something
and it's wrong.
it's something
I
I
know.
personally don't like discussing either. Anyway,
I know.
never
And
heard of him until now. But what the hell? I hope the people he groomed and threatened, except Keegan, are better now, or at least I hope they get better. Here's one from Louis. I'm glad I cut ties with him 3 years ago. People really need to avoid him at all costs. Rip Rip Bozo. He's never coming back to the chat. I never want him to. I never want to hear from him at all. Or this doesn't make sense. I never want to him at all at all now because of what happened. I remember meeting him during 2021. We became best pals, but now I've cut ties with him because of how he behaves. Also, I unsubbed to him and blocked him here on YouTube, and I blacklisted him and banned him from my Discord server. Oh my, he sounds disgusting.
yeah,
Hmm.
I'm.
This is similar to what Rainbow Kitty did, and she became a pedo.
I don't
Bowman is a
know.
disgusting person. I don't want to call him human. And
Uh,
we've been saying how we are smoking the Bowman pack.
mhm.
Anyway, let's see what else. Oh yeah. And then I also mentioned about how you made your apology videos private. Anyway, let's see.
Yeah,
What other
'cause-
videos about you? What other things about you did I announce?
yeah.
Let's see.
I made mine private due to probably possibly negative feedback. I have a
Well,
reason.
well, too bad. So sad. It says, all right. I am the creator of this article. That part was supposed to be satirical. Edie is famous for satirical edits and all that stuff. Wow, I cannot believe that backstabbing pervert doing this to a minor. That's just sick. I didn't see the article.
Mhm.
Yeah, and even that Encyclopedia Dramatica, not Encyclopedia Dramatica, even that, even that side by side comparison video I did on the music, I deleted
Yeah.
them because I don't want to look at them the same way anymore. All right, and
Uh,
okay, yes, I'll keep the Philip Shorts videos that you had cameos in, and I'll keep the duets that I did out of your TikToks, but it just doesn't feel the same anymore. And hell, I said this before,
mhm.
I'll work on round 26 on my tennis versus Camhead, and I'll keep his entry for the Poopits YTP collab 3, but it's just not gonna feel the same. It's like a final remembrance of who he was before he became the person that he is. And I'll be right back. All right. Here's the thing.
All right.
All right. If you want people to respect you, keep this in mind.
Uh-huh.
Respect is earned, not given. Number one. Number two. Here's what you did in your apology videos. You just quickly address the situations. You're like, oh, I groomed Allie when she was 15. Oh, I threatened to murder and anally rape a 12-year-old boy back in 2016. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't expect forgiveness. There you go. Video's done. That is why people don't forgive you. And this is the only piece of advice I'm giving you.
Okay.
If you want people to believe you are truly sorry, you need to be thorough about the issues. You explain the situations in which people are talking about in full.
Yeah.
Not so much the Tyler Bowman thing, but the main things. The Skype chat.
Yeah.
And how you groomed Allie.
Uh-huh.
And you know deep down inside, you don't expect forgiveness because we're not in that right frame of mind to forgive you. Even if this stuff was in the past, we're not in that right frame of mind to forgive you because there are still those people that are thinking, what if he's going to do this again? What if he's going to groom another minor? Or what if he's going to threaten to do something to another minor and they don't feel safe around you? And listen, I've watched more than my fair share of Predator Poacher videos. Skeeter Gene, Oma, clips from To Catch a Predator and Hansen vs. Predator. So I know the types of people that float around the internet on Discord, on Snapchat, dating apps.
Yeah.
Omegle. Omegle's the worst one because you got a lot of creepy old men who want to whip their wang out to minors on the internet.
Like Omegle.
You get the point.
I get the point.
You get the point. You know, you don't want to be around those types of people or those weirdos, and you don't, and you say that you don't want to be one of those people, but judging by your past, you're one of those weirdos.
Yeah.
And it's inexcusable. You know, normally people like you would have already been confronted by the police. People like you would have been in an interrogation room, probably in prison right now, already having a sentence.
Yeah.
Not a life sentence, but if you were to be arrested by the police, you'd be in jail for God knows how long, and you would be put on the sex offender registry.
I don't want this to happen, but I know.
Unfortunately, it did, because it was your decision to take your anger out on a 12-year-old boy by threatening to murder him and his family. And even though you didn't say it in the voice message, you said it in text how you called him cancerous and you threatened to anally rape him.
It was wrong.
Then you groomed a 15-year-old. Well, yeah, you groomed a 15-year-old girl by calling her sweetie and pet names, and no matter how many times she asked you to stop, you were like the Energizer Bunny. You kept on going, creeping her out, scarring her for the rest of her life. Are you happy with yourself?
No,
because
I'm not. I'm not happy with myself at all.
And now, because of your past and the poor decisions you decided to bestow upon yourself and others, you've lost followers and you've lost friends.
Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah.
And yeah, you said if I were to make an apology, I had to make it thorough and address everything.
Yeah. Quick, because excuse me, because you were quick. The last two apology videos, and one person actually did have them saved. Well, the part 2, not the part 1. Like, it's like this was. Let me reenact Oh, thank you, Nate. How long would you be in jail if you groomed a minor? You would have a state. You would be in jail for 5 to 20 years.
I don't want this
If the
long.
offense. Let me read this article from FindLaw.com.
Okay.
Conviction under the grooming statute draws a sentence of 5 to 20 years. If the offender has a prior sexual abuse or child pornography conviction, a grooming conviction will get them between 15 to 40 years.
I know it. Scared. Sorry.
Yeah. Again, you're showing you're slowly showing me evidence.
Yeah.
But normally, and what is considered grooming a child? Grooming is a method used by offenders that involves building trust with the child and the adults around a child in effort to gain access to and time alone with them.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
So to put it into terminology, when you groom a minor, you're building a friendship and trust with them just so you can meet them in person and eventually have sex with them.
I would never want to do that. Never in my life.
If I had $1 for every time I would hear somebody on To Catch a Predator or whatever say shit like that, I would quit my job because, I've watched plenty of those videos where the Predator, they would meet up with Chris Hansen or an investigator or whatever, and they would say like, "Oh, I didn't have any intentions of meeting up with this girl. I had no intentions of meeting up with this boy. It was all chat. I had no intentions." Oh, well, you see, the problem with that is that I have a copy of the transcript, and you were saying some very sexual things in the chat. What do you think should happen to you? And let me ask that question for you. I know you're seeking a therapist and all, but if you didn't, what should happen to you? Do you feel like you belong in jail for your actions?
I think I do.
Because I feel
like I do. I felt like it and felt like one side of me felt like I do, one side of me felt like I don't. And I'm trying to be much honest.
Honesty goes a long way. I will say that much.
I do feel bad for how I behave.
As you should, because you brought this on yourself.
I brought this on myself. I'm not trying to be dramatic or arguing.
And it's going to take a long time for you to gain back your old friends.
Yes.
At this time, people like Allie, Garrett, Storm, Nate, me, we're not in that right frame of mind to give you a second chance. And hell, looking back, all those times that I was in your streams and I did my intro for your streams, it makes me cringe now. Not because of what I said, but because of how I interacted with someone like you. I should have known a long time ago.
Yeah, I should have told you.
No, I didn't. I insisted that you would have been a better person. Like, I thought that people would have moved past the whole Skype chat thing, but unfortunately, we're not. These are things that we're not moving past from until something gets done about them.
Yeah.
And I will admit, like, I myself have done things in the past that I'm not proud of. A lot of things in which I don't want to talk about or have or I can't even think of what I want to say. Things in which I don't want to talk about and things that I don't want to have brought up.
I know.
But unfortunately, that's just the way life is. Look.
Yeah.
Everybody makes mistakes. That much I'll say.
Yeah, I did.
But
we did.
If time travel were to exist, I would go back in time and fix all of us. I would fix my past self. I would fix Nate. I'd fix Camhead, and I would fix you, making all of us better people. But you hear all this stuff. You hear all this. You hear all this stuff about how, you know, if you fix one thing in the past, you could alter time and reality as we know it, and yada 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 yada. But time travel does not exist, and the only thing we all can do, or at least try to do, is move on forward.
Yeah,
it's not going to be easy because a lot of us are still traumatized by your actions. But
yeah, and I am also traumatized of my actions as well.
Yeah, because
I'm also traumatized for my past behaviors.
Yeah,
and
because
I'm also traumatized for taking jokes seriously years ago, raging over jokes. But they're supposed to be funny.
That's not really the main issue, okay? Okay, there were a lot of things that you did that were wrong.
Yeah.
Like you taking jokes seriously, the Skype chat issue, the Tyler Bowman issue, you trying to drag me and Louie in a drama in which we didn't want to be a part of.
Yeah.
You grooming Allie, and the list just goes on and on and on and on. Like present day, like Jack Howell or even Mike Paul will DM me saying, "Oh, this person is doing this to me. That person is saying this about me. Let me add you into a group chat so you can help expose them." And I'm just thinking to myself, okay, look, I'm sorry for what you're going through right now. I don't know who this person is. You just randomly DM me because I'm a friend of yours and you want my help, but I'm trying my best to stay out of drama. If they say something about me, or if the situation gets out of hand to where I would need to step foot into the drama, then I will. But I don't want to do that anymore. Like, think about this. Back when you were friends with Lucas Gloss, and I was defending you from Garrett and all of his friends, and, you know, they called me, back when you were known as Brony Molt, they called me a Brony Molt White Knight, and then they blocked me everywhere. I threatened Garrett. Not in a violent way, but I threatened to dox and expose him because of what he did. And because of that, he blocked me. He was scared to talk to me. And I just wanted to apologize to him. And it didn't even matter. But that's what I'm trying to say.
And nowadays I just don't like Lucas Gloss that much because not because of what he did to minors. His spelling is wrong as well. He didn't improve his spelling. Okay. Lucas Gloss doesn't have good spelling errors, and not only that, he has crappy music covers.
Okay. Hold that thought for one moment. I'm gonna try to transfer the call over on mobile while I try to get into Bill's thing. So give me 1 second. Okay, that's better.
Okay.
Now, anyway. If you want people to respect you, you gotta fess up to. And here's another thing. Okay.
Gotta fess up to. Yeah. Oh, you just got cut off.
What I didn't like. You did this back when people called you out on taking jokes seriously. You blamed the fact that you have autism and ADHD as an excuse to get away with what you did. That is unacceptable, okay? Like,
that's correct.
I myself am on the autism spectrum, and whenever I hear anybody use that as an excuse to get away with the things that they've done or said, that just pisses me off. It's like Like, let's say that you murder somebody, and then the police come, and they see you with a murder weapon, and they ask you why you murdered that person. Oh, I have autism and ADHD. That's why I did what I did. They're not going to take that lightly, and they're immediately going to throw you in prison.
Correct. I didn't want this to happen. I would never become that person.
I'm not saying you would. I'm just giving you a scenario that like if you were to use that as an excuse to get away with the things that you've done and you've said, like imagine if a cop were to ask you why you threatened to murder a 12-year-old boy and threatened to anally rape them, and why you groomed a 15-year-old girl. Oh, I have autism and ADHD. That's why I did what I did in the past. They're not going to take that lightly.
I get it.
Good.
Yeah. I'll still continue to get the help I needed.
Yeah.
Like
I hope you do.
centers and therapy. Yeah. Yeah. Online therapy. That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, I noticed. I clearly noticed.
But at this moment, I don't feel it's time to apologize yet, because
you do you.
Okay. And yeah, do I have to address everything do I have to address everything?
If you want to make a thorough apology, you address everything in full. I am not writing a script for you. This is your doing, your past, your mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
You figure it out.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, you need to properly address the issues in which you've been outed for. Yeah. No more, no less.
Yeah, no more, no less. And when I do that apology, I'll probably edit it myself. Like, yeah. And I admit to not taking criticism, but now I got criticized nowadays, and I take it.
Good.
Yeah. I addressed what I did is wrong.
Yeah. It is. It's wrong and inexcusable.
Inexcusable, yeah, correct. Inexcusable. Yeah, when I look back, I get traumatized. I feel like I'm a wreck, and I feel like I am nobody. I only have people to turn to, which is my dad and some relatives.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe and yeah, he even told me not to talk with the people. He said that I'm a good person. He said I'm a rich person.
Well, a lot of us don't think you're a good person because of your past mistakes. And we're going to be holding them against you for God knows how long.
Yeah. Yeah. You said I do. You do you. I do me. I'll just, whenever I'm ready, I would make a thorough apology video and address what I've been outed for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
I'll
all.
have to make it public. I should not react to the feedback, either negative or positive.
Look, you might receive negative comments, but look, think of the negativity, and I don't usually say this about negativity, but think about the negativity as a way of guiding you to the right path.
Yeah.
Like, you know what you did was wrong. You know that people aren't going to forgive you for what you've done. But just, look, you're going to get a lot of comments saying, we're not going to forgive you, delete your channel, kill yourself, whatever. And as harsh as some of those comments might be, ignore the harsh comments, but look at the hateful comments. Because some of those comments are trying to say that, you need help. And you are getting the help, which I'm surprised about. Because you're trying to, because, like I said, I was literally on the verge of forwarding all the information that I have against you to the police. Because I'm not at that right frame of mind to where I'm happy. I'm not happy. I've been dealing with stress all day. For the past few days, I've been dealing with stress. And the fact that I've been having to deal with you, it makes things worse. But
I'm trying not to make things worse, but yeah. If I were to do my own apology video, like, do I have to address it and apologize after addressing it? Is that how it goes, or no? I do mine. Yeah.
you figure it out.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not saying anymore. You feel you know what you need to do. You fill in all the blanks. I'm not writing a script, and I'm not helping you out any further. All I'm saying is thoroughly address the things in which people are calling you out for, and don't quickly address them. And then maybe after you've addressed everything in full, then is when you should address your apology, saying how you know deep down inside that you do not deserve forgiveness, as you already feel horrible for your actions.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and I will also, I don't know if it's appropriate to say, if you don't forgive me, then it's okay. Because,
well, you already know that the people watching your apology video are not going to forgive you. Not me, not Garrett, not anybody.
Yeah. I'm glad we had this talk.
Well, maybe there's a slim part of me that's glad we had this talk too. And I'm going to let you go. But think about everything I said. Excuse me. Think about everything I said in full. And continue to send me proof. And I will be waiting for that apology video. And like I said before, if you keep up this behavior where you're trying to prove that you're willing to change, who knows? Maybe me and a lot of my other friends and your former friends will give you another chance. But as of right now, we're not in that right frame of mind to do so.
Yeah.
You gotta do your part, because this is all you. All your past mistakes and your past decisions.
Yeah.
All right.
I can also tell you proof that I'm proving I'm changing my behavior.
I'd rather see evidence. I don't want you to just tell me. Words alone aren't really gonna make things any better. You can just see anybody can just say, "Oh, I'm getting help for myself. I'm doing this or I'm doing that." It's like, look, if you just tell me you're doing things, or you just tell me this is happening or that's happening, I'm not in that right frame of mind to where I can trust you.
Okay.
Like, not only am I in the right frame of mind to where I want to forgive you, I don't feel like I can trust you. That's why I'm asking that you show me things, screenshots, paperwork, documents, whatever, from the therapist and or distress center.
Or I can just probably record myself calling the distress center and
voice messages will work too. I don't care. Like, I hate to mention this dickhead, but Gershon kind of did something like that too, where he sent voice messages and shit from his therapist or his therapy sessions. But look, this isn't about Gershon or Darren Pipster or anybody else like that. This is mainly circulated towards you.
Yeah, correct.
And no offense, but it's like, you're older than me. You are 2 years older than me. You should be setting an example for me. But instead, there are days that I feel like I'm older than you, even though I'm not. I feel like I'm the one that is teaching you things. When normally, older people should be setting a good example for the younger people. Like, but no, but based on your behavior, the only examples you're setting for not only me, but for Nate when he turns 18 next year, are that it's okay to groom minors and it's okay to threaten to murder minors.
No,
It's not.
not okay.
You're setting a poor example. Like, no offense, but you act like a 26-year-old man-child on the internet.
I did.
And the only reason why you made an apology video is because you wanted to keep your reputation. Because you wanted to keep your friends.
Yeah.
And you lost them. You lost all
lost
your
them.
friends because of your past decisions.
I know.
But look, now with that said, I'm going to let you go. Think about everything I've said in full. And I really hate to say this, and it kills me to say this now because I'm still not your friend, but if you ever want me to talk about this stuff with you again, you can talk to me on Discord. Now, I'm not going to do like an exposed series where like 1 million videos are on YouTube exposing you, just like what we did with Soar. And again, that still hurts me that both you and Camhead, both of you, which are groomers and pedophiles, you to somebody was groomed. Like how would you feel if the roles were reversed? How would you feel if you were 12 years old and Keegan was 19, 20 years old, and he threatened to do the same things to you if you were a minor? Or how would you feel if you were a 15-year-old girl and Ali was a 21-year-old man or 22-year-old man grooming you, saying things to you, calling you sweetie, and giving you pet names, and no matter how many times you told her to stop, she kept on going? You wouldn't like that, would you?
I wouldn't like that, and I would just probably let that go.
Okay. I will say this, but like present day, I don't mind if adult girls would give me this nickname, but now it just feels weird. But, well, let me rephrase that. It feels weird mentioning this because Ali did it, but if anybody else present day were to say this to me, I wouldn't even mind. I wouldn't even care. But as a joke, when Ali was around like 16-ish, she called me daddy. And
daddy.
I said, I asked her, no, I mentioned that to her. I said, well, you do realize that when you were like 16 at the time, and I know that in a good majority of states here in the U.S., 16 is the legal age of consent, but I said to her, you do remember all those times that you called me daddy, right? And then she said, oh, I said that as a joke. And I'm like, okay, well, if you said that as a joke, that's fine. At least you're not like Bowman, where you actually are trying to hit on this girl. Like that. This is like some Chris Hansen type shit. Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't go up to Canada and confront you.
Yeah.
Worse than me. But Chris Hansen is doing a lot of these other things with podcasts and shit.
Yeah.
Now, anyway, I know I keep on saying this, but Bill Jensen is live right now, and I'm gonna let you go. And I hope you learned a thing or two from this whole conversation.
Yeah.
All right,
I learned a lot of things right now. So.
All right.
Okay.